Howdy, strangers. Welcome to Podcastration Classic, episode number 81, I'm pretty sure. This is a cool episode, I'm very certain of, video-wise at least. This is a hodgepodge. Last weekend, we went out to New Wilmingham or Wilmingham, whatever, blah, blah, some Amish country community bike ride event. And then we did some brewery hopping after that, some of which I accidentally deleted. I don't want to get into technical stuff, but, oops. But luckily, it wasn't a whole lot. And then I filled that out with some bike riding from the same day. And then after that, to keep the video going, since I needed more video, I just went out to around my old great-grandmother's place out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm not even explaining where. It's about 15 minutes from my house, but it's just back roads, farm country. And it's very rustic, old-fashioned. My great-grandmother's house is dilapidated. It's been a long time since anybody's lived in it. And then the video ends later with me at the Worthington Carnival. I thought it was going to be a booming thing with people all over the town, and no, there was nobody there, which is weird because it's parade day. But I guess everyone was getting prepared for it, and the carnival wasn't even open. But I just still did a quick tour anyway. It was a very beautiful day. So I consider this video for this episode a commercial for why we stick around in Pennsylvania as much as we bitch. This is a video displaying why we still live here. Because when Mother Nature has her shit together, it's flowers, farm country, breweries, urinals, all that fun shit. Right now, Podcastration Classic. Later, Gators.
Podcastration's gonna rock the nation in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so today's episode is going to be a Brett episode, which we haven't done for a while, but Brett isn't home from work quite yet, so I'm at his house, and I still know where he hides his key. It's not hidden all that hard. Just take a quick look around, you'll probably find it. And he has a liquor cabinet shelf thing here. And I'm going to go through this and taste test some various bottles of his finely aged malts and whiskeys. So let's see. First up here we have Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. It's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in a second oak barrel. Probably not cheap. Let's take a little swig of this. Ooh, that smells delectable. Oh, I sure love whiskey. Honestly, it's not that bad, but I don't drink this stuff anymore, so... Ugh. Okay, next up we have Dad's Hat Pennsylvania Rye Whiskey. Ooh, Whiskey Associates says it's Craft Whiskey of the Year. Yee. Let's judge that for ourselves, shall we? Whoa, that's got a good sound to it. Nice bassy baritone with that open. Smells just like the other one. Let's take a slug. Cat, shut up. Oh, smooth. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Old smoky moonshine. I'm not fucking with that. I've had that shit before. Elijah Craig Small Batch 1789 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. From Elijah Craig, father of bourbon. Oh, really? That's a rather large claim. Oh, it even says in here, the first to char oak barrels. Yeah, I bet that was intentional. This is 94 proof, or 40% alcohol metric. So, let's see what my tongue says. That had a tenor to it, that opening sound. It smells sweet. Damn, that's smooth. I would partake a little bit more, but I just got off work, and I'm not getting a DUI at 5 o'clock on a fucking Friday leaving here. Alright, I think he's coming. This never happened until he hears the episode. So, we are a go. Remove this fucking cable. Alright. home from work, Brett.
You
a Brett
are
episode
stuck with me today.
Yeah, we haven't done one of these in a while.
I feel like it's been a minute.
Yeah. Well, I gotta ask you a serious question first. Why did the photograph go to jail? This is an easy one.
Why?
Because it was framed.
And
And,
having Levon check something. Is that supposed to be down the whole way? Microphone 2?
yeah. You're
Am
good.
I good?
You're microphone 1.
Okay. This is my first rodeo in a while, anyway.
That's a good segue because what did one horse say to the other?
I don't know.
You Mustang out with me. Okay, I got one more joke. Why couldn't Ray Charles see his friends?
I mean,
Yeah, it's obvious, right?
yeah.
Because he was married.
Was he married?
Honestly, I don't know.
Poor guy.
Okay, that's the last of the jokes, but I do got some funny news.
Okay.
The other day, I was at Forrest Gump's house, and I was snooping around on his computer, and I figured out his computer login password.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious. 1Forrest1. Zing! All right. That's all I got to do.
Show's over, folks.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Hold on. I got to shut my damn phone off because this thing, about this time every Friday, I get hammered with telemarketers.
So
Oh my God.
It is Friday at 5. It's time to get hammered.
I'm so sick of these scammer calls. I don't know how. Why can't we make harassment laws with it? The other day I had 23 missed calls, all
You
telemarketers.
told me that. That sounds a bit excessive.
That's insane.
I'll get like one a day.
I get usually around 5, but usually I'm at work. I don't know. I get pissed off because I work shift work. So a few weeks ago I was working some overtime, so I was working until 1 in the morning, and it's about 4 o'clock. By the time I get home and actually lay down and fall asleep, because I'm up for a few hours, so it's about 4. Sometimes it's not even until 5 in the morning I sleep. And then by 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, my phone's lighting up.
Jeez.
I'll get 3 calls, bang, bang, bang from one number, and then I'll get 2 from different part of the world, but it's the same people.
Yeah.
And they'll just call 4 times in in an hour.
Are any of them repeat numbers?
Oh yeah.
Because you can
I tried.
well, you can block a
I
number.
block and they just go to another one.
Yeah, you just gotta keep at it.
Yeah. I think I bitched last week, but I was just this week now in our Walmart they keep posting people up, and the main aisle trying to hound the old people selling shit, selling whatever, them fucking sales pirates, and I get pissed off because I'm like, it's Walmart. We're here because we're broke. Why are you're barking up the wrong fucking tree? Why would we go deal with Walmart's parking lot and a store full of dipshits if we had money? That's why we're there. And it's I get pissed off. I'm watching TV. On the radio, all I've been hearing about whatever the Ravens quarterback's fucking his contract dispute.
Yeah.
All these athletes. And all I see on TV. I was watching the other day. It was a show about a fashion industry and these people that have so much money that they literally don't know what else to do with it. Mm-hmm. So they go to these fashion shows and it's just straight up retarded outfits, but it's all big
I don't
high-end,
get into that.
High-end richer person thing, and I'm like, go to that parking lot and ask for charity. Hound those people. I don't know. I just I like starting these shows off with bitching and shit, but man, I just get sick of it. That I like too. The other to keep rolling. One last bitch is these super rich actors and athletes. They go to these charity events, but it's if you watch the event, you're spending more money on the event than the charity you're raising. It's
South Park did a skit on that.
Those chicks.
They spend $5 million on a dinner to raise $2 million for charity.
Your catering would fix the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That bill. The actresses they'll spend $50,000 on a dress and jewelry, and they'll only wear it once because if they wear that twice, then they look cheap. And it's holy cow. Do you realize the hypocrisy in this? Just give that. But, yeah.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
Or no, was it Reality on South Park?
Oh, I don't know.
Who invited Reality or something like that?
Something like that. I haven't.
That's going back a
I don't really watch it much
South
anymore.
Park. That's 4 or 5 years ago.
I did see, the last time I was at Walmart, though, I saw the most Ron Burgundy-esque product they have now. So Well, first off, Old Spice deodorants. Have you gone? Like, do you go through the
There's
deodorant
a lot
aisle?
of Old Spice. They're trying to make a comeback.
Like, I love all their, their super high-end scents now that they
Yeah.
have, and it's like, who's smelling your armpits?
Where is like the Old Spice original? I remember my dad bought me a stick of deodorant when I was, I want to say 11 or 12. And I remember it was just like the white, I call it the powder stick.
Yeah, it was just Old Spice.
And I remember it smelled so good. Maybe because it was my first, like, step to being a man. But I remember it smelled so good. And now you can't just buy Old Spice. It's Old Spice Musk or Old Spice.
Well, they have,
I don't know,
Fiji,
Fiji.
Deep Sea, and
I used to
Wilderness.
I used to like the Old Spice Fiji body wash. So
Yeah, they smell good. And the thing is, I buy them. But now, the Ron Burgundy thing is, now there's Old Spice Gentleman's Blend.
Is that a Ron Burgundy thing?
No, it's not officially, but it's just, if Ron Burgundy if he was real, he would wear Old Spice Gentleman's Blend.
He wrote a book. I'm actually reading it while I'm doing my routine.
That's the book. Yeah, I read mine at work. That's a funny book. How far into it are you?
I've only got like 30, maybe 35 pages in, but I read it like 2-3 pages at a time.
Yeah. And then you read it
as him
you read
talking.
it his voice, and then it's funny. But yeah.
Did you know? Speaking of books, I think I told you, but Matthew Barnaby apparently wrote a book, and I hear it's good. So
Yeah.
it's about like life as a goon in the NHL, and I think it talks about like him being done with the NHL. I hear it's good.
Well, if we're gonna talk about hockey goons, you might as well bring it up.
I'm actually late getting home today because I knew he worked, and I don't want to give the location or anything. Not that anybody's gonna care. But I got to meet Francois Leroux today. Real cool, down to earth guy. Didn't even talk really more than 2 words about hockey. He's just a really cool guy.
Well, now, just in case you're an out-of-towner and not one of my associates listening to this, Francois Leroux was a Pittsburgh Penguins goon from like mid to late 90s, I think.
I know he protected Lemieux. I don't know if he was on the cup teams, the back-to-back cup teams. I think he came a little bit after.
Yeah, I kind of stopped watching hockey at right around when Mario retired the first time.
Yeah. But no, he's a real cool. He just he has like a blue-collar job these days.
Yeah.
Seems like a real nice guy. So
back then, them guys were cheap. They got him cheap, and that was their job.
And I would say
take a punch and give a punch.
I would say this, just judging by what I saw today, he could still probably kick any 3 of our asses at the same time. So,
dude, most 3-year-old girls could kick my ass nowadays. I am a walking blob of flab and just water weight. But yeah, I was at work today, and my whole day, all I've been thinking about, have you ever seen, I think they're just called one wheels. They're these stupid things. There's one wheel, and you stand on it like a skateboard.
Yeah, I've seen people buzzing around on those.
Oh, my friend talked about, somehow we got talking about music festivals, and he said he was at a music festival, and the people there, I don't know if they're the workers or just people staying there, they were zipping around on these things. There's off-road ones, and he's like, they were just ripping up this hills on this thing, and they're just one wheel. And we were just talking about how awesome it'd be at work to be flying around on those things, recklessly. And
how do you think that thing would have done at the Peach Music Festival?
I think good. I think that's what he said. He's
that
like,
hill, really?
Well, he said that somehow it led to that, and he said this wasn't the same place, but he's like, yeah, it was like a steep mountain area.
Do you think that guy could have kept the Rob Schneider carrot pose the whole way up the hill on one of those bad boys?
I would highly doubt that.
If he did, though, he might have been just high enough.
To
pull it off.
See, there's a point where your equilibrium's just gonna stop working. But I told my friend, I'm like, I think as long as I got my normal, typical drunk and maintain that, I think I'd be awesome on that thing. But the problem is when you get drunk, you keep thinking you're awesome until you learn the hard way you're not.
You go up the hill, buzzed, but then you find a nice campsite, then you got to come back down that hill.
A lot of times going down's the hard part.
Yeah, especially, wasn't there like a flat spot and a steep drop off? So if you hit that at like 10 mile an hour, I think you're gonna launch.
The good thing is about those places, they got all kinds of medicine for whatever injuries you got. Yeah, they got all kinds of herbs and spices
A
for you.
lot of homegrown,
Yeah.
under the counter type of
They
medicine.
probably even pluck shit out of the woods growing in there. There's probably, if there's any trippy mushrooms to be found naturally there, that's the crowd to find it. That Allman Brothers crowd that we were at. But yeah, that's what I just all day looking. I was like legit on my phone earlier looking at them, and they're like, oh, between 1,500 to 2,500, and I'm like, well, I'm saving up for a new car, I could buy 5 of those.
That's the trouble with having like the phone and Amazon in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's so easy to compulsive
That and
buy.
alcohol.
Yeah,
That is a lethal mix.
I have had packages show up on my porch, and they're not like bad things. And I'm like, did I order this? And sure enough, I did. Like, I get drunk and then I order that like $30 thing that I don't need. But I'm like, when I get drunk, like, yeah, I'm gonna spoil myself. I'm so much nicer to myself when I'm drunk.
That's what, if I was a cell phone company owner, I would market with some alcohol company. I'd go to Jack Daniels and be like, look, when they buy our phone, it'll come with a gift card for whatever, a free bottle of Jack Daniels, because that it's just going to lead to purchases. Well, shit, you'd have to go to like Amazon and Jack Daniels and be like, look, we can use this triangle
There's
business
other
plan
companies
here.
besides Amazon. There's
Yeah,
like
but
Etsy
whatever,
and,
eBay.
Yeah,
Whatever, just whatever, we'll just have a business triangle here, and they'll just feed each other, and we're just gonna get twice as rich if we combine our forces.
I would just like to get single rich first.
Yeah. I'd like to be on the owning end of that idea. But
So, I actually this morning I thought about something, and I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but something I really enjoy to do every morning. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. I take my shits in the morning, and I love getting on the scale beforehand and afterhand, and seeing it. It only happens like 3 times a year for me to poop off a pound. I call it a pup.
yeah,
I love it. Like this morning was my typical 0.4 pound weight loss. I love it.
I like what was it, Ron White's the one he started off his show. He's like, did you ever take a crap so big your pants fit better afterwards?
I remember him starting that.
I had another great quote from him. It's the officer told me I had the right to remain silent, but I didn't have the capability.
Yeah.
But yeah, that actually reminds me, I need to scrub my toilet out because I had tacos this week, and you know how that goes.
So
Yeah.
that's actually probably going to take us right into the shit stats, on a joint and crap rated, huh?
I'm gonna go talking about these fucking blue almond bold habanero barbecue almonds you've got down here. I dug
Yeah.
into those earlier.
Yeah.
Man, they are freaking good.
Josh got me onto those, and they
Yeah.
are, that's another one. You don't eat just one.
I dumped about a handful of these pre-shelled pistachios in there too. Gave them a good shake around because there's
Get
that's
that
what
seasoning.
you already have them at the bottom of the bag for me. So I was eating them
Yep.
up, and they get all that excess seasoning down there.
Yeah,
and
your
it's just
fingertips
like,
start getting coated in it too. Oh, that's
yeah, that is amazing. See what time we got on this thing? Yeah, we still got a little bit yet. So what else? What did Francois Leroux have any good stories or anything? Or?
No, we actually there was like 6 people in the room, and like he probably had to tell his hockey stories so much.
I'm sure he's sick to death of it.
I just I'm an outside contractor, so it was just kind of cool to have a conversation. He's talking about he his job, and he's just about stuff and giving people hard times, and we really didn't talk anything about.
You should have just started it off with, I have an old jar of Yarmir Yager peanut butter.
I didn't even think of
Where can I
that.
find Francois Leroux peanut butter? And then you should have been just somehow merge it into how much Project Mayhem, our hockey team, would have just wiped the floor with the Penguins at the time. You've just been an arrogant douche about it.
I was thinking some of those teams when I used to play for Mayhem that I hated some of the kids on. I want to be friends with him, and can you come play for us? Just kick this guy's ass. I want to be that good of friends with him.
A guy that's just towering 2 feet over our heads on the bench.
Nobody's messing with him.
He just stares them down on the face. In a face-off, we win every face-off because they're just staring at him. If you just had him with red contacts lenses, so he just looks demonic on the bench, and his job is to just stare at him try not to blink, and then face off and just scare the shit out of them. And we'd mop the floor with every team we played.
Yep.
And if they start winning or start getting chippy, well, then you go out there and have a good time, man. Have fun.
Yep. Somebody scores a goal, go out there and take care of them, and go to the bench and tell them you want to score goals. That's going to be you.
You just go out and relive your glory days and
against much smaller, less able to protect themselves individuals.
Rolling along here. Is there anything else new? Because my life's boring as shit now.
Yeah, I not. I paid my house off recently.
Oh, that's hey, cheers to that.
Yeah,
That's I'm a long ways from that.
Well, I've been saving. Been looking at getting in a house closer for Jesse and I to maybe get a place together. Stuff's expensive. That's really all I've been doing.
Now everything's fucking expensive, and it's like, I think if you're just patient, it'll go back down. We just
yeah. We're not in a hurry. It's nice, and we don't need a house, but we've seen a few nice ones. That's really it. I mean, I'm
I got a segue. Have you watched any good TV shows or movies lately?
I don't think it'd be most of our fan base's cup of tea, but Jesse and I have been watching a show called Poker Face on Peacock.
Poker Face.
I forget the girl's name. She was like a big drug addict, but she's an actress.
Yeah.
She can she knows if you're lying to her, like any person. So she got caught in Vegas, of course, playing cards, because if you know someone's bluffing, pretty easy to win.
Yeah.
But these Vegas guys, were coming after her. Something happened where somebody died, and now they're after her. So every episode is, she's running from them, but she comes to a town. The episode will start, the first half hour is people you don't even know, and somebody winds up dying, and then it goes back in time to where she shows up, and it leads up to that murder, and she's always connected to it somehow, and she can help them figure out who did the killing, or it's kind of a unique idea. We're 4 episodes in, maybe 5 episodes in, and now it's to the point where every episode's the same, just kind of a different scenario.
Yeah.
So
I know what you mean.
It's getting a little bit old, but it's a pretty cool idea for a show, and I recommend checking it out. Called Poker Face.
I've been lulled into the Amazon now. They do a lot of murder documentaries and stuff, and of course they're kind of they're scraping the barrel with it, but there's a lot of stuff. I've been watching that, but mostly I'm asking you this question because I have a couple new movie ideas of my own.
Oh yes.
Now, I don't know if this one's been done yet, but I think it'd be funny to have. I think this should be animated, or maybe even claymation or stop-go animation. But I want a movie about herbivores that they start fighting back. So farms, all the cattle and goats, they just start stampeding and serial ramming all the farmers. And then all in the wild, all the deer, they get together and they're like, you know what, fuck this. We're going to go on the offensive. And they just start getting together and they start chasing and hunting wolves. But they start getting smarter. And by the end of the movie, the deer are wearing camo and they figure out how to use guns. Or they don't have opposable thumbs, but they can, start weaponizing shit. And I think it'd be funny, cows just start studying humans and they realize how to operate vehicles and tractors and they just start running them over and shit. And I don't, there's obviously you got to figure out an hour and a half of stuff with this, but that's what Hollywood people get paid for. I'm just pushing the idea. I think there's a good...
Do you think that if cows would consider it a delicacy to sit down to a human ass, as a steak?
Oh, see, yes, exactly. They'll start eating them.
Hold hooves and have a prayer before they eat us and stuff.
They'll be like, we love meat now, nom, 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 nom. And they just, they'll start cooking us. And I already even have names for it. I think it'll be called, Herbivores or Herbicide.
I think I've heard the herbivores before. Maybe
this might have. I might be talking about a movie that literally already exists. I don't know. I just think this would lead to so many funny ideas. But all right, we can go to a commercial break on that note, and yeah.
Americans are fat. That's not just my opinion. It's a scientific fact. And believe you me, I used to be as big a lard ass as anyone. But I lost over 200 pounds in less than 8 months. And how did I lose all that weight in such a short amount of time? Strict dieting? Hard work at the gym? Jogging till I wanted to die? Nope, none of that nonsense. That would have been the arduous, disciplined way. But I lost weight the easy, effective, American way with the good help from my elongated buddy here, Mr. Tapeworm. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't tapeworms parasites that can wreak havoc on your bowels? Yes, they are. And that's what makes them so effective for weight loss. And that's also why you should visit my office at Thin Tim's Tapeworms. With just one quick visit, I'll have one of our specialists hook you up with one of our authentic, lab-grown tapeworms. It'll be inserted and growing inside you within a week. And all you gotta do is let Mr. Tapeworm do his thing. It's guaranteed to cut your hunger and cravings in half for almost instant results. Don't believe me? Here's our most recent customer's thoughts.
All I used to do was eat. I weighed over 250 pounds, and my ass looked like a blimp full of marshmallows. I was so ashamed of myself. But then I got one of Tim's tapeworms, and I lost 100 pounds in 3 months. It's like magic. Sure, I have constant diarrhea and painful stomach cramps, but it sure beats the dull, daily ache of dieting and exercise. I love my tapeworm. I even named it Fred. Thanks, Fred. And thanks, Tim's Tapeworms.
And there you have it. Another satisfied customer. And another reason you need to stop on over and get your own intestinal calorie coach in your rectum today. It's safe, it's fun, and it's effective. Only at Thin Tim's Tapeworms, where our worms are the only way.
And we're back.
We are back.
Yeah.
So I've been into bourbon tasting lately. Not like tasting, but just drinking.
'Cause you told me that you started getting, like, beer was just kind of not feeling the greatest, right?
Yeah,
Just getting-
I started getting bloated all the time. IPAs make me feel like garbage.
Yeah.
So I always was jealous about people that like bourbon because I feel like you're a man if you just drink
Also, you can
whiskey.
swirl it. There's something about swirling it before you.
That's what and I'm new to this. So if you are like a bourbon drinker,
Actually, maybe that's wine. Maybe I'm an asshole.
You do wine too, but you might think that I'm an idiot, and maybe I am. But I've literally been like drinking whiskey now, bourbon for like a month.
That's what I started out with, but mine was just Jack Daniels.
I never liked Jack
Oh,
Daniels.
that stuff's terrible.
I bought a bottle.
And old granddad.
Well, I was at a place called Industry, and they do like these smoked like whiskeys. Like you pick your bourbon, they smoke it, which I bought the smoker thing. But I just kind of grew into like where I just drink it. And these are called Glencairn glasses. They're like made for like whiskey. But like there's like a thing like a nose. Like you smell it, you try to pick out like what notes you find. Which it all smells like just alcohol to me at this point. But
I smell a E flat.
like this is like Elijah Craig. This is my favorite, just like sipper. But you can make old fashions with it.
Fashioned.
And I learned too, like, how do they say it? All bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. It can only be called bourbon if it's made in Kentucky.
I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah. So
So it's basically the same
Jack
thing.
Daniels is Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah,
but if Jack Daniels was in Kentucky, they could call it Jack Daniels Kentucky bourbon. Probably is what they would call it.
So I wonder if that's just more tradition, or I wonder if maybe there was at one time stuff grown in Kentucky, because Kentucky's the bluegrass state.
Well, it's a lot with the limestone and all the water in Kentucky, and then like it gets really hot in the summer and it gets pretty cold in the winter. So they say that the barrels will breathe as it ages, and that's what gives Kentucky bourbon the smoothness, the taste, the flavor. And bourbon can only go into a new, unused barrel. I'm not sure if they char the barrels or not, but like a lot of whiskeys will use a bourbon barrel because bourbon's already been aged in it.
Yeah.
Bourbon can only use the barrel once to be called bourbon.
I've never.
So there's a lot of documentaries on YouTube. I've kind of been getting into it, and then like as you drink like the bourbon, like you're supposed to like you try to train your nose how to smell it and taste notes and stuff.
Yeah, some people I know are just born with tongues for that too. Like not everyone, a lot of people can try or pretend, but I know that if you can prove that you can taste these certain things, like if people will just be born with the right tongue, they'll get paid $50,000 a pop
Yeah, there's like a kit that they'll send you, like a test almost, and you have to like write down like your notes and the tastes and stuff. And I've seen
They'll
that.
make like a couple $100,000 a year because they said that like there's a lot of pretenders.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people can taste a lot of it, but like the good guys, people can actually know what they're doing.
And a lot of those pretenders will walk 500 miles.
Walk 500.
But anyway, have you tried yours yet, Levon?
No, not yet. I was waiting. I didn't know if we were doing it together.
Yeah, this is Elijah Craig, and this isn't a shot. This isn't a
Yeah, that's
glass.
my instinct is just slam it.
So what you're supposed to do is like swirl it like I am, just to let it and you're supposed to watch how it like coats the glass and runs down and collect the viscosity. So you can like get it up on the glass and you can watch like, you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then like whenever you drink it, you like almost like just enough to like coat your tongue really is all you, and you don't wish it around your mouth, but like let it go back and forth in your mouth and then swallow it, and that's
what
how
she
you drink
said.
it. So see what you think.
Yeah.
You got to smell it first, swirl it, smell it, and then
I'm
just
actually trying to read the bottom of the.
a tiny sip.
I smell hints of cherry wood. I don't know.
So just the smallest taste. If it burns, you took a little bit too much.
Still got the bite like it all does, but
You took a little bit too much. But
I don't actually. It's still. It tastes good.
But yeah, this is
As far as
Elijah
whiskey.
Craig. This is my favorite so far daily
I just,
drinker.
I just try to judge it all on basically Southern Comfort's the only shot I can even do shots of anymore at the bar. So it's got to be better than that.
Yeah.
You know.
And this is a 94 proof, which I think a lot of the whiskey I've been drinking, like Woodford Reserve, Double Oak, this whole 94. I have Four Roses. It's a little bit higher of a proof. And some people can taste the proof. Of course, the stronger the alcohol, But this is my favorite. The Four Roses is good too. But the Four Roses I like to make my old fashions with because it's got the stronger proof. So when you put the cherry and the simple syrup in and your bitters, you still really taste the bourbon through the flavors. Where if like you use the Elijah Craig, it's good, but it just tastes more like a mixed drink to me.
It's hard to get. It's something I just never want to get involved in because I know what happens is I'm not an alcoholic until I get drunk. Because then what happens is once I start feeling good, it turns into like, I just want more. Mm-hmm. And you sober, I know this, but once you're there, there's no stopping it. And all of a sudden you're drinking for taste, I'm sipping it, I'm taking my time, I'm doing everything good. But once you're peering down that ledge and start rolling downhill, then before I know it, I'm start slamming like, woo! And then I wake up by a toilet or,
I haven't done that yet.
No.
I got kind of drunk off of, last Thursday, I went to a brewery, which is the beer you're drinking.
Yeah, because
And then I had a couple. I came home and drank another couple cans, and then I had 3 mixed old fashions, and I was feeling poopy the next day. But the 3 old fashions, if I would have replaced those old fashions with 3 more IPAs, I would have felt way worse. What I like about the bourbon too is, a 2-ounce pour, I'll sip on watching TV over the course of like an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. Where an hour and a half with beer, that's 2 or 3 beers.
Yeah.
Now
Then you're pissing every 5 minutes.
I had 2 ounces of liquid compared to having 36 ounces of liquid. So I like that about it too.
See, I don't drink by myself. I don't have that issue because I'm by myself. I'm not like having fun or a great time. I'm just chilling or relaxing. And all I do is once I get a little buzz, like anymore, I just switch to I'll smoke some weed and then relax. And I don't really do even any of that on a weekday. Like
and maybe I'm into the whiskey because I can't smoke weed or anything. Yeah. It's just something new and like Jesse got me this candle that's so and it's true. Like I smell it before bourbon, I'm like, it's a candle. But then like as I'm drinking, I'm like, that candle smells it kind of wakes your senses up. And maybe I sound super pretentious, and it probably does.
Fuck it. No, I don't.
But it's something I've been really enjoying
I
lately.
feel like we're pretentious with beer, compared to most of my friends just drink Busch Light.
Right.
So to them, I'm drinking, these craft beers is pretentious. So
yeah,
like really, it's no different. I've had our friend Kevin Good, who's got some money. First of all, without even asking permission, remember, we go to his house and we just go downstairs and help ourselves to his fucking bar. This guy that I've only see once a year at his party that he invites us to, and we're just like, oh, let's drink his shit. And, he's got some good scotch.
I've never drank his stuff.
Yeah,
he wouldn't care either.
No,
he
didn't.
Nice
He comes
guy.
down and he's like, oh, yeah, we'll try this. And I'm sure I don't even know the price. Like, I could have been drinking expensive because there's a lot of money. But
I watch a couple guys on YouTube, and if you do want to get into bourbon, it's SLB.
LLB.
SLB.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
drinks or something. Two guys, and he has a nice bar in his basement, and they sample bourbon. But the one guy in the show, he bought a bottle, and he's like, I got it at MSRP. He goes, but it was $1,200 or $1,300 for a bottle, and even if I have the money, I just don't see myself ever buying it. And he was like, he liked it, but he was like, I like some of my like $60 bottles better. So that kind of sucks. But
Yeah, but like I said, some of the stuff I've tasted, I don't know the prices, but it is good, and it really tastes like the wood that it's in.
That's what I feel like this. And I'll let you try the Four Roses. Well, you already tried it. It tastes like the wood it was.
Yeah, I know that's a lot
and
of
then
money.
you get in like the 10-year and a 15-year.
Yeah, you're paying for patience, for them waiting, and the guys that know how to make the barrels,
Right.
what like the right wood.
But those guys that I watched, they had the 15-year, and they preferred the 12-year to the 15-year.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
it just the way the flavor
it gets sweet.
went.
It's
all in your preference too.
It's like wine. Like there's I'm not a wine drinker, so when I drink wine, I want it to be kind of dry because then I just
A dry red's
I just
good.
slam it. Like if it's drier, like I drink it a little slower. Usually, I don't even know if drier means there's more alcohol in it. I think it's just
No.
a taste. Like
Yeah, it's just a dry red,
I don't
yeah.
want it sweet because then I just like crush it, and then I'm like get another one, And I think maybe that's with whiskey, probably like that. Like it might get too smooth or even too sweet, and then it
I'm
starts
not sure what'll happen to it.
not
I
tasting.
mean, it constantly evaporates in the barrels too.
Yes, I don't know. I know it gets stronger up to a point, like 30 years. A lot of times, it's smoother it gets, usually the higher alcohol it is. Mm-hmm. It's just more the yeast over years doing its job. But I'm sure there's an infinite amount of variables. I mean, that's generalizing.
Well, it'll go by like the batch too. Like when you buy bourbon, there's like this Elijah Craig small batch. They also have like single barrel, and that's like the distiller's pick. Like he said, like that's the best tasting barrel out of this batch. So they'll bottle that, which that's going to be more expensive. Like the Four Roses is a single barrel, so they'll do like the small batch, a single barrel. Like my opinion, the Elijah Craig small batch is good. I haven't tried the Elijah Craig single barrel yet. And I heard that the Four Roses single barrel was better than the small batch. That's why I bought the single barrel of the Four Roses.
Hear the name Elijah without thinking of Elijah Wood, because that's literally the only human on earth I know named Elijah. Well, now I know two. Now I know Elijah Craig.
Yeah, and he makes good whiskey.
Yeah, I like it.
I also tried Angel's Envy at it's called the Breakneck Tavern out there in
for
Mars
a
Cranberry.
millisecond, I thought you were going to say Angel Dust. When you said I also tried Angel, I was like, I got excited for a second, and I'm like, well,
Nah, not with my bad heart.
and having common sense and a job.
So, yeah, that's what I've been into lately.
Yeah.
That's been my hobby. A spider just rappelled down on his web right in front of my nose. Actually, I feel bad 'cause I'm gonna have to kill it, but I'm actually gonna let the spider go. Just keep a track at
I like
home.
spiders kill.
He
more
comes
annoying
upstairs.
bugs.
He's a dead man.
I mean, even our wolf spiders and stuff around here, they're more.
Is it true?
They're more startling.
Is
when
it
you see
true if a spider makes a web, it can't kill a human, and if it can't make a web, it can kill a human? Is that myth true, or did I make that up?
Black widows make webs and they can kill people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one off the bat. That
Oh, I got
hunter spider, like around here we call wolf spider, but wolf spiders are the ones like that don't make webs. It's weird because
those are the big ones I find on the basement floor all the time. The wood spiders or wolf spiders, right?
Yeah. There's a few different kinds, and
They're fast
and
and
they're
ugly,
generally
but-
because they hunt like they just use speed and like venom
They
power.
are.
But
It's
there's
scary how fast. You watch one run across my basement floor. It's like, holy shit, he's
Yeah.
so quick.
and a lot of them like the funnel web spiders in Australia are like the most dangerous on the
that's
planet.
true. I don't know where I made
And
that up at
you don't
then.
see their webs because they're underground, but they make webs. And I know there's types of like desert tarantulas will make. I know they can make webs because I've seen them at the pet shops and they have like webs around stuff, but I've never seen them.
You'd think like a tarantula is too heavy to stand
Well, there's different
on a web.
types. Like there's different. These are like smaller ones. I think when I was a kid they looked like tarantulas. I mean there's bigger.
I
Like
know
there's
people will
there's
spend
so many
like
subspecies.
hundreds of dollars to buy a pet
Yeah.
spider and stuff.
Yeah,
Whatever you float your boat.
Well, that's why when I was a kid, my uncle, he worked in a produce section at a grocery store, and he said that's where he found the black widow.
yeah.
It was in a thing of something, but he kept it as a pet. He had it where he lived, and it had a big web inside. He had like one of them old glass domes. But I've heard people like around here, like they said you got to watch getting these bananas and I forget what they're called. There's these like super nasty ones that like you
I've
get
heard
to the hospital.
they call
quick.
them the banana spider, but they're not
Yeah.
called that.
No, but yeah, there's some that like they will bite you and fuck you up, and you get better.
I know
get
they
there,
can like you get a spider bite and you have to get your arm or your wound drained.
yeah, and generally
stuff.
them little spiders are they're like what it is. So their venom's usually way more potent than snakes, but they don't have the quantity. So like they said, a black widow's is like 10 times more potent than even a diamondback rattlesnake. Now a diamondback rattlesnake's just physically so big.
makes more venom.
Yeah, it'll bite, and if
Bigger
it
dose.
wants to fuck you up, or like, it'll put a way more venom.
They can
in you.
control how much venom they use, right?
Generally, yeah.
I wonder if that's a lot of
Well, they say that's
adrenaline or
why
something.
they say baby snakes are more dangerous because they're
Oh,
too
they
young to
can't
know.
control
They
it.
just well, it's not. They don't know any better, And they said, but them little spiders now they're just at the mercy of how big their fang, how deep their fang. They're just small. But by quantity, like if you sat there and let a black widow bite you, like you would die. You would probably have a cardiac arrest. Like even if you're healthy, if you. Now
I've
that just
heard-
doesn't happen like
I've
that.
heard of people like at sawmills and in the area. I've heard of people dying of spider bites. It's rare around here.
Well, they say like brown recluse, but they say like okay,
Didn't that
yeah,
guy
like,
that he was camping at Clarion? Maybe it was a rattlesnake. He got bit getting firewood. They flew
that
from
was
Clarion to Armstrong.
that was a
and he
rattlesnake,
died.
a
Yeah.
timber or pine rattlesnake, whatever they call them.
Just building a fire
But
on a Saturday night.
he was
Damn.
like, I think he had a heart condition too or something.
Because I was gonna. I didn't think the rattlesnakes around here. They're dangerous, but I thought you had like a couple of days anyway to get treatment, right?
Yeah, it's
Usually,
there's just so many. It's just so much.
It's
there's so
true.
many variables, but generally, yeah. I mean, you need to get to a hospital and get antivenom, but that's another one where the magic of TV. That's the only reason I know that shit. But
so around here, as far as snakes go, we just have the copperhead and the rattlesnake, right, for poisonous.
yeah, as
And
far as I know.
spiders, black widows are really rare.
Yeah,
around
and I
here,
think
right?
even brown recluses are.
they're more common, but they're rare. Now,
Yeah.
do we have the golden orb around here?
Yeah, but they're not.
I thought they were poisonous too.
I mean, all spiders are poisonous generally,
yeah.
but they're not
enough to
dangerous.
make
they're
you go to the
everywhere.
hospital anyway.
They go if you watch it hunting, leaves will naturally curl up. If you look in a lot of them, there's a golden orb spider.
Oh, yeah?
They're big and they're gross. They're scary looking, but they're
What
not.
are the ones that have like the sets of 2 legs?
Yeah, that
They're
I
black
always
and
called
real
those
long.
banana spiders. The yellow stripes.
Yeah, they're
and
yellow and
yeah,
black. They're gross. You kill those things. That's, like,
they
this
look
crunch
terrifying, but
thing.
they're like harmless.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't-
harmless. But
Yeah, but yeah, because I've gone out. I've walked through fields.
Anything
where
that
they're-
ugly is getting stepped on.
If you see one, there's usually like hundreds of them, and they're the scariest looking bug on the planet.
Imagine like 70 of those crawling on
Yeah.
you.
Okay, well, let's use this as a segue because I got some random questions from Paul here. I asked
Oh, yeah.
Paul. So, Paul asked you.
Would you rather murder an alien or Bigfoot?
These are his dumb questions.
Do they really call it murder though? Like you don't murder a deer. You go out and hunt the deer.
Yeah, I think.
So I feel like I'd
I don't.
be hunting.
It only counts if it's human, right?
Maybe.
Even if it's an intelligent species.
I'm gonna go with Bigfoot, and here's why: because the legend of Bigfoot, from what I was learned, was there's only one Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Where if I kill an alien, there's probably millions. And what if he sends a signal? Then I got
Yeah.
a million aliens coming to kill me back.
It's good thinking. At this point, I don't care if I'm right or wrong. Like I don't think there's no Bigfoot, but I don't care if I saw Bigfoot. If I can fucking prove it and just shut the fuck up about it. Hey, okay, you were right. I was wrong. He's dead. Let's move on.
Well, there is a Bigfoot because what else does Sex Panther smell like other than
Yeah.
his dick?
That's true. His next question is,
Would you marry a girl who lives on a houseboat?
yes, these are all silly. And
I mean, like, she's probably a real big libtard, and I would hate her.
I had to see the boat.
Yeah, let me see the boat. We'll talk. The jury's out. I'm open-minded.
First of all, I'm just going to assume it's an ex-husband's boat.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, if I knew that a girl bought and paid for her own wherever she lives in, well, touche. Well, then that might be a keeper.
I mean, to answer the
regardless.
question, yes, I would, but it'd have to be the right girl. And I mean, if she's living on a houseboat, she's probably living by the ocean, and I'm imagining a warm weather. So
You can eat fish all the time. Catch fish. Paul says
I had one about Bruce Willis, but I forgot it.
because he has dementia now or something. It's a
Bruce Willis has dementia.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's like 80 now.
It's hard to picture him that old.
Yeah.
Because I'm stuck in my mindset of like being like a kid watching.
And he asked,
What do you think of tapioca pudding?
Never had it because it looks disgusting.
yeah, it is gross. I don't. It's not a taste. It's a texture thing.
It just
it's
looks like baby vomit.
Yeah, let's take pudding and put salmon eggs in it.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's exactly what it. Ugh. He says
Lizards as pets?
I would never have one. Jesse's nephew got a bearded dragon, and like look at this up.
Bearded
There's a lot of
axe
like
wound.
you can buy costumes and stuff for him, and it's pretty hilarious. Look up bearded dragon costumes.
Okay, that's funny. Lizards
Look it
and
up,
costumes.
seriously.
All right, well now I'm considering it. His last question, and I'm actually going to use this as a segue, is he asked me.
How tough is Toby Keith?
I think because Toby Keith wears cut-off sleeve shirts.
I mean, he's a Ford truck man,
yeah.
and he made probably the worst country song that you can hear in Red Solo Cup. So I'm gonna say this: he's no Chuck Norris.
So we end these episodes with one of our songs, and we have a song called Cliche Country Song, which doesn't sound very country. So before I play our song, I have a list of the most worthy outlaw country songs and just the most annoying country songs that I could remember of all time.
Okay.
And I'll just go through them. So number 1 on my list is Chicken Fried from the Zac Brown Band.
I like
goodness.
Zac Brown too, but that song is disgusting.
Yeah, that song is fucking annoying. I have Wagon Wheel from Darius Rucker, which was because he didn't even write this. Somebody I think co-wrote it with
Patty
Bob
thinks
Dylan or
that's
something.
great, but Old Crow Medicine shows my favorite version. And Darius, go back to Hootie, please.
Yeah, just go back to Hootie. I have Any Song by Georgia Florida Line.
Florida Georgia Line, but
Florida
you're
Florida
100%
Georgia
right.
Line. Yeah, they are just horrible. Truck Yeah from Tim McGraw. Dude, just fucking die. Dirt Road Anthem from Jason Aldean, which cool name for a song.
Right.
But my God, is that
Poor
song-
execution.
Yeah, it is horrible. I have Achy Breaky Heart because that was the start of just the cheesy bro, fake poser country music that just started it.
He also gave us Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
So, thanks.
Yeah. Red Solo Cup from Toby
I just
Keith.
mentioned that.
Yeah. Everything about him is terrible, but just that song.
I do like a couple of his songs, but most of them are garbage.
She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy from Kenny Chesney. Dude. This is one I fucking hate. Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just took a 90s cover song that I have to hear all the time and having to use other people's songs because you can't write your own. Why do you even give them the time of day? And the last one I have is, Man, I Feel Like a Woman from Shania Twain. It's like, if you feel like a woman, then shut the fuck up and get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
Listen,
This song sucks.
listen to anything by, I believe his name is Josh Owens. I could be wrong, but I'm going to play you one after the podcast. He's going to be top of your list.
Well, a lot of these, it's not just a song. Like, here's the thing about these. I can understand there's a time and a place for this style of music. But when you watch the music
That's a bad time and place.
Have you ever seen the music videos to any of these?
No, I know.
That's when you just see the bro-ness of it. It just
Bro-ness.
I hate them. Now, real quick before I go to our song, I have my pick of the most worthy country songs that I could remember or think of. So I'm going to start with a great one. DRUNK from David Allan Coe.
Yep.
And the song is literally called Drunk. That's how you fucking sing country music. I have Life of Sin from Sturgill Simpson. I do have Take This Job and Shove It by Johnny Paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's popular.
It's a popular, but it really, that's a blue collar man
Take
song
This
there.
Job and fucking Shove It. You can't have this list without Cocaine Blues from Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if he wrote that song himself.
I didn't know what Johnny Cash song you were going to say, but you got to have
That's the one, and that's the one he infamously played at the jail. And
I thought that was Folsom Prison.
Yeah, the Folsom Prison album was, he played at Folsom Prison. But that, when you're in a prison doing a concert and you sing Cocaine Blues, that's some outlaw country shit. Now, with Steve Earle, it's obvious to go Copperhead Road, as it is. I picked Devil's Right Hand because that song about pistols and shooting is just even cooler.
Yeah.
Even cooler. I have a Whiskey Bent and Hellbound
Yep.
from Hank Williams Jr., Old Crow Medicine Show. They have a song called Alabama High Test, just about strong fucking moonshine. And that song, don't even listen to it because you will be singing it for the next 4 days. Devin Went Down to Georgia, Charlie Daniels. I mean,
I don't know if that's
I
one of the
know-
all-time best.
you know, I'm kind of sick of it, but I just have to admit, like, that is a fucking awesome, badass song.
The way it was written, it's like a story, yeah.
And then this song's Up Against the Wall, Redneck Motherfucker by Ray Wiley Hubbard.
I don't know if I know that one.
Yeah, I just learned it, and it's just, I saw that song title, and I clicked on it on YouTube, and it's fucking awesome. So those are the good ones. Those are the ones I approve, and all them other ones can flush down your stupid, fake, poser country toilet.
What about Think I'll Just Sit Here and Drink?
Who does that one?
I can't remember his
That's
name.
the problem. I had to double check all these, you know.
It is such a good drinking song.
But not as good as this one. This is Liquor and Poker's cliche country song. Till next time. Choke on vomit, but not your own. I've got a new song, let's sing it. You'll come along, cause you know I'll bring it. It's for country folk like you and me. You won't get enough, just wait and see. Betsy Ross falls to Liberty Bell, let's ring it. I'll sing about horses and tractors, trucks and more.
Sweet!
And freedom, belt buckles, guns galore.
That's right.
And American rights, be they wrong, when the eagle flies, we heed the call. So count them votes again, Al Gore. So my sisters, brothers, sing along to my cliche country song. Yeah, we've got a new guitar, so we play it. And our flags got stars, so we wave it. Let's crush some cold ones for the troops and get drunk, have fun, keep it cool, man. Land on the moon, don't fake it.
America!
Well, you may be down on your luck. Hell, you may not give a flying fuck.
Hell no!
Either way, don't wait or stall. Join this hoedown, have a ball. Walker, Texas Ranger, way to go, Chuck.
He's Texas tough.
So my sisters, brothers, sing along to my cliche country song. Country song.
Horseshoes, shotguns, and freedom. Woo! Lifted trucks and tipsy sluts. I'm plastered on my lawn tractor. I'm talking 10-gallon hats. Apple pie moonshine.
Yeah, my sisters and brothers, sing along to my cliche country song. Country song. Hey, it's cliche. Hey, it's cliche. Hey, it's cliche. Hey, it's a cliche country